Every dime is a flake.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
All right, ready to go?
You can feel the energy here in Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Rose. Then there's Noah. And it's Roberson. And it's the 2. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Pass to Garnett. Bazemore dishes to Garnett. Clock at 6. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Rose. Noah the screen. Rose kicks to Roberson. Off target from outside. On defense, Chicago. Lowry passes to Shumpert. Here's Garnett. Noah with the block. They recover it.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first command.
Noah the screen. Dishes it to Robertson. And Rose wide open. He shoots. And not sure what he was thinking there. Lowry to Bazemore. And it's blocked by Mirotic. But they recover it. Butler against Lowry. Outside jumper. Here's Howard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Rose. The feed to Robertson. The dish to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. And again, Chicago. No good. Lowry to Bazemore. That ties it up.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Outside Rose. Here's Butler. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
And that is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Rose dishes to Robertson. Noah with a screen on Garnett. Mirotic, the pass to Butler. It's stolen by Amon Shumpert to the left side wing. And Bazemore kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Howard. No good. Great defense that time from Noah. Chicago trailing here. The pass to Mirotic. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Noah with a screen for Rose. Noah high post. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Lowry kicks to Howard. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clarkie came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rose dishes to Noah. Butler in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's Garnett. And that one goes long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Chris Anderson is checked in for Howard. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Marion in for Kent Bazemore.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Mirotic passes to Noah. And Butler, here we go. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Butler's got 9 points.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Boozer is screen on Rose. Lowry kicks to Boozer. And another basket for Toronto. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Mark, one thing about Kyle Lowry, he has a bulldog mentality. We saw that from his days at Villanova.
No question about that, and I love that about him. He's very simple, not really flashy, just consistently beats the rock. He wears his opponents down.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Shumpert. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Zeller is checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Stauskas is checked in for Andre Robertson. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Pass to Portis. And Boozer with the block. Lowry has the open look. They get it back. Here's Anderson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Brooks kicks to Stauskas. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Raptors ball.
Here is Lowry. He feeds it to Ross. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Toronto leading by 3. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. Foy comes in for Stauskas. Foy dishes to Zeller. They set the pick. Randy Foy is on the way. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Foy's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lowry kicks to Ross. Here's Boozer. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Boozer's got his second bucket tonight. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Brooks kicks to Zeller. To the wing right side. McDermott, no one around him. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Feeds it to Ross. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance. Nice shot by McDermott.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Off the left rim and out.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
And getting back to Boozer, last year he was claimed off amnesty waivers by the Lakers. Now, Los Angeles paid $3.25 million of his salary, while the Bulls paid the remaining $13.5 million of his salary.
And getting away from the contract, you know, he actually had a decent year. Shot over 50% from the field, strong rebounds per minute average. I mean, he's a professional. He went in and did his job.
They grabbed their own miss.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Toronto making a change here. Howard's checked in. Now here's Mayo. Now here's Ross. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal foul.
Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark, jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks are his specialty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Chicago.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Portis. Good D by Howard.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
Bounces high off the rim and drops. Stauskas has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
And GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Now here's Brooks. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Portis. Second chance shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Boozer. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Ross. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Mayo, and the first shot of the night for him missing. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Rose is out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Mirotic. And it's Okafor in the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
And it's Rose penetrating. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Ben McLemore.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Garnett the pass to Howard.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Bulls trail by 3. They set the pick. Rose goes in. Oh!
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
He dishes it to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's 11 points for Jimmy Butler. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Chicago.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Chris Anderson is checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Ty Lawson. Now, here's Lowry. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Now, here is Mirotic. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Rose dishes to Butler. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Mirotic has a wide-open look. Misses the wing J. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Okafor. He kicks it to Robertson. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And it's Rose penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Sean Marion is checked in for the Raptors. He's off on the second. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Marion kicks to Shumpert. It's Marion with the drive. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Chicago calls timeout.
I want everyone here to hear Canada Center to get it up and cheer.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Toronto will go for a different look here. Nogueira, he's checked in for Anderson. Boozer comes in for Sean Marion. Ross is checked in for Shumpert. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Okafor. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Lawson kicks to Ross. A shot. And again, Toronto no luck.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Lawson with it. Shot from 12. Here's Boozer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boozer's got 10 points in the game.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
And Brooks, here we go. That's a 2 from Butler. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. Lawson kicks to Boozer. Back to Lawson. Nice D from Brooks.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
There's the screen. Here's McDermott. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Tries from 16. Nogueira. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
And Bazemore kicks to Nogueira. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Nogueira's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Brooks. The 19-foot shot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The drive by Boozer. Screen by Boozer. Lawson kicks to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go from the corner. Ross has got it all tied up now for the Raptors. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. Really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Chicago calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Group in now for the Raptors. Howard's checked in for Nogueira. Garnett comes in for Carlos Boozer. Sean Marion is checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Ty Lawson. Then for the Bulls, Zeller, he's checked in for Noah. Iritic comes in for Portis. And Stauskas subbed in for Jimmy Butler. They get it again. Here's Zeller. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Brooks, the pass to Zeller. Brooks with no one around. Again, the miss by Brooks. Lowry kicks to Marion. Outside Lowry. Garnett with the screen for Lowry. Off the screen. Howard dishes to Ross. And a miss there on the triple.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Nice shot by McDermott.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Count the bucket.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Now here's Brooks. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Zeller. Kicks to Stauskas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
Good. And that's now 9 points now for Terrence Ross.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Iritic the screen. In the corner, it's McDermott. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
A clear look for Lowry. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Back to Brooks. At the elbow, Zeller. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Ross passes to Garnett. Dishes to Ross. Pulls up. And the shot falls short this time.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Mirotic, the screen. Here's Stauskas. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And a pretty tightly contested. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
We watched a great quarter by McDermott. He's got 19 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Really an incredible game from Doug McDermott.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Garnett out there with Howard. And it's Marion in the 3 slot.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Outside Rose. The pass to Portis. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Garnett. Raptors trailed by 3. Ross with a wide open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Celtics in Boston. Now Rose. 5 points in the game. Outside Butler. Here's Noah. And he dunks it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Howard.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And it's Rose missing. Here's Ross. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
A good game for Ross. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season, but really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
Noah with a screen on Lowry. Over to the wing. Passes to Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And the Bulls lead by 1. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Marion. Mon Shumpert has come in for Ross. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Off the pick. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Oh, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's Portis. Back to Butler. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Lawson. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And Butler sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Anderson, he's checked in for Toronto. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. Bulls on D. They lead by 1. And it's good.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Shumpert following the miss by Derrick Rose. From the arc. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Lawson. And now a 4-point Raptor lead. Rose kicks it to Noah. Now the feed to Butler. Shoots. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Free throw, good Butler. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Out to Shumpert. And it's Boozer atop the key. Chicago grabs the miss.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Screen by Boozer. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Rose. He's got 7. Here's Portis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Portis has got the game tied up here for Chicago. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Anderson. You know what? Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Robertson dishes to Butler. He feeds it to Rose. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Raptors making a change here. Mayo's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zeller, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Portis. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. Rose with the ball. Now Mayo defending. And Zeller kicks to McDermott. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here's McDermott. 19 points in the game. Now the dish to Rose. 5 on the clock. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Oh, took advantage of the tight space on the inside to make the steal there. Just an amazing game for Shumpert. He has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the Bulls making a change here. Brooks checked in.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Toronto trailing. Outside Mayo. Right side Boozer. Mayo drives in. Nice D from Brooks. The Bulls shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. In the corner, it's McDermott. Randy Foy is on the way. Out to the wing. Brooks against Shumpert. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marion comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Ross in for Iman Shumpert. The open shot by Brooks. Toronto grabs the miss. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Ross. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10. Raptors trail by 3. Screen by Boozer. Mayo kicks to Ross. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. Rebounded by McDermott.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Dwight Howard's checked in for Anderson. Garnett comes in for Boozer. And it's Kyle Lowry in for O.J. Mayo. Garnett with the screen for Lowry. That three off the mark. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Brooks kicks to McDermott. No good on the three.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. McDermott. No good on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now Brooks following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Brooks with it. Lowry picks him up. Ross with the steal. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Lowry.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
There's a screen. Zeller passes to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Zeller dishes to Brooks. Shot's good. Brooks has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Bulls.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Howard setting the pick for Lowry. And Randy Foye gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Ross.
In for Raptors, O.J. Mayo.
Brooks against Lowry. Here's Garnett. Off target at the rim.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Zeller with it. Now Garnett defending. Shot clock at 2. From deep, Brooks. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Toronto calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy fouls.
Okay, fans, put your hands together. Go, James time.
With some changes. Nogueira, he's checked in for Howard. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. And McLemore subbed in for Sean Mary. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. There's the bucket. Good. 8 points for Kyle Lowry.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Robinson against Lowry. That's good. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Oh! Nasty. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Chicago leading by 6. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Stauskas. Noah is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robinson. And it's Roberson in the 2-guard spot. Stauskas kicks it to Noah. 6 feet out. Misses off the right iron. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Boston Celtics. Mayo into the lane. Okafor with the steal. Feeds it to Robertson. Noah the screen. And Robertson kicks to Stauskas. Clock at 6. Outside Robinson. Toronto grabs the miss. Nogueira's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's tipped. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Lowry passes to Nogueira. The kick out to Mayo. The 3-pointer no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Robinson drives in. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Robinson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Screen by Boozer. There's the pick. Lowry dishes to Nogueira. On deep, McLemore. And that one's good.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Roberson. Noah the screen. Robinson kicks to Roberson. Pass to Noah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Out to the right wing. Stauskas kicks to Roberson. From past the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Lowry. They grab their own miss. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Boozer. Boozer's got 9 points now in just the second half. Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Okafor, the pass to Rose. Back to Okafor. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
McDermott dishes to Butler. Here's Bazemore. Garnett outside. On the wing, Shumpert. Back to Garnett. Excellent D there from Okafor.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead. Garnett, the screen. Shumpert with it. Now defended by McDermott. Here's Anderson. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Back to Rose. Tries it from 9. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett. And Shumpert to Bazemore. Back to Shumpert. They swipe it. Picked off in midair. Here's Bazemore. Garnett with a screen on Butler. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Outside Rose. And he slams that one down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Left side Anderson. Up off the screen. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
That's tipped. Back to Rose. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And the technical free throw is good. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Boozer with the screen for Lowry. Three-pointer.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Rose passes to McDermott. Back to Rose. Butler on the way. 18 feet out. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's Lowry penetrating. Misses from close range.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes natural to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Getting back to Kyle Lowry, the reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He's got the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard.
Good
That's
point,
why he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
The Raptors making a switch here. Marion's checked in. The Bulls leading by 10. Now, here is Ford. In the corner, it's Robinson. Inside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Lowry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He has 8 points and 10 assists also. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Robinson dishes to Mirotic. And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 11.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
They get it back. Marion. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Robinson with it. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And Voigt kicks to Mirotic. Picked by Zeller. Dishes to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Mirotic's shot is off. Raptors trail by 9. Lowry from outside. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Mirotic kicks to Stauskas. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from 3-point range. Deep 2 from Ross. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside Robinson. .51 seconds left in the game. Zeller setting the pick for Robinson. The pick. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Raptors with possession. Lowry kicks to Ross. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You look at what Howard has done so far. 8 rebounds and 1 assist.
At the line for your Raptors, Dwight Howard.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Robinson passes to Zeller. Back to Robinson. Zeller, a screen on Ross. Kicks to Zeller. Boy from long range. Now Lowry. Fires for 3. It's money from deep. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.